Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really excited to film this video. I've been wanting to film this for a few weeks now. This is a video that kind of started a trend in the YouTube community. There have been several people that I'm personally subscribed to that have recreated this video, which was originally started by Julia Adams here on YouTube. She is one of my favorite makeup artists to watch. I just think she has the most beautiful aesthetic and she's so calming. And so if you don't know her channel, you probably already do, but if you don't, I will have it linked down below and I'll have her video down below. But basically, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top 3 products in every category. These are going to be my current favorites. I mean, I did take into consideration my entire collection, but a lot of these things are just what I'm reaching for right now. So I'm super excited to go through every category. I honestly could have done a drugstore and a high-end version of this, but I feel like I update you guys with my favorites quite a bit. So this is both of my collections, high-end and drugstore, included in this video. So let's just get right into it. We're gonna start off with brows. I didn't see many people do a brow category, but I personally wanted to. My brow pencil that I'm obsessed with still is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I talk about this over and over and over again. It just is so reliable. I love the precise application. It lasts all day on me as well. The next one is the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Pen. So I actually layered the two today. I've been really into this lately for more of a feathered brow effect, but again, I do love to layer this on top of pencils and powder products in my brows. So loving that as well. And then still, this is my favorite brow gel, the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. So I wanted to make sure to mention those 3 things. By the way, I might be moving pretty swiftly through this video. I just don't want it to be too long since I have a lot of products to share with you guys. So we're gonna move into primers next. I obviously knew that I couldn't film this video without putting the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in this video. I personally wear the shade number 2. I love how versatile this is. You can use it as a base, mix it into foundations, use it as a highlighter. It's just a gorgeous formula and it always adds to the overall flawless effect of my face at the end of the day. It doesn't make my skin look too greasy. It's just the right amount of glow. I'm in love with it and all my foundations really lay on top of it nicely. This is something that has come back into my routine, but I had to put this in this video. The Embryolisse Lake Cream Concentrate. This is basically like a lotion, but it is such an incredible moisturizer for underneath makeup specifically. So if you have super dry skin, or if you just have a dry patch, or if you just want a little bit more of a boost of glow and hydration underneath your makeup, this is amazing and it's been my go-to recently. I have also been so obsessed with this, and you can tell because the writing is starting to kind of fade off the packaging here, but this is the Thrive Cosmetics Brilliant Face Brightener Illuminating Primer. So similar to the Charlotte Tilbury in the sense that it's going to give you that lit from within glow, but different from Charlotte Tilbury because this one actually sets down a little bit more. So if you want that effect of like a lit from within glow, but you don't want it to kind of interfere with the hydration or dewiness of your makeup that you're going to apply on top, that's what I reach for this one for. I really do feel like it sets down and locks down and improves the longevity of the foundations that I put on top. Moving on to foundation, this was the trickiest category for me because I have so many favorite foundations. I collect lipsticks and foundations, and that was the hardest to choose, just 3 to talk about. So again, keep in mind this is just what I've been reaching for recently the most. The one that I'm wearing, and the first one I wanted to share, is the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. This is something that's been around forever. I actually tried this several months ago and I liked it, and then kind of moved on to other foundations, and just recently over the past few months or a couple of months, this summer basically, I've been wearing this on such a regular basis. I love how I can build the coverage up with this, but it also wears so well on my skin. It is wonderful. I love it a lot. This is also another foundation that I have recently discovered that I can't stop wearing, especially this summer. I have 2 shades because I mixed the 2. This is the Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten Foundation. It's a baked powder foundation. Wow, it looks so loved already because it is. I use this on the daily, especially when I'm just trying to kind of run out the door. I just buff it all over the skin and it gives me the most gorgeous, glowy but covered complexion. I can't explain it. I did a whole review on this. I will have that video linked down below if you want to see more about it, but I can't get enough of that foundation. It's truly one of my favorites of all time already. I'm just realizing now all these foundations are kind of old foundations that I have kind of rediscovered or discovered for the first time, like the Laura Geller one. So the third one I wanted to mention is one that I have been reaching for quite a bit over the past several months for when I want like a lightweight base, but I want a little bit more of a glam look and I want to make sure that it's gonna wear for a long time. This is the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. Again, I have so many foundations sitting in front of me that I've been using and loving, but those are my top 3 for sure recently. Moving on to concealer, I definitely have been loving the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer all over again. I kind of steered clear of this for a while and now I'm back on it. Same goes for the NARS Soft Matte Cream Concealer. This is the one that I'm actually wearing all over the face. It has been several months since I've like really dipped into this concealer, and just over the past few weeks I'm back in it and just obsessed. Like, it truly airbrushes the T-zone. I love to drag it down a little bit and it's just so gorgeous. And then of course I couldn't not put this one in here, the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Such a wonderful everyday concealer. I love that it's affordable, but it truly does compete and beat some of my high-end concealers. It's so nice underneath the eyes. I know so many of you guys love this as well. This actually ranked as #1 in the concealers that you guys voted for in my According to You series. I'll have that video linked down below too if you want to see some other concealers that you guys voted were the best to ever exist. So those are my top 3 concealers. We're gonna move to powders. Sorry if I'm going kind of fast. Again, I just really feel like there's a lot to talk about. So the loose powder that I've been so into the most recently is the Huda Beauty Sugar Cookie Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. So I actually originally picked up the shade Cupcake, which is like this peachy pink. I still really love this, but I've been getting so much use out of Sugar Cookie. I actually mixed the two today and put that underneath the eyes, and then I put Sugar Cookie on the face. I just wanted that little tint of pink underneath the eyes. Love it. I think it's so beautiful on the skin. I couldn't live without this powder right here. This is the Thrive Cosmetics Soft Focus HD Setting Powder. The way that this blurs and softens the complexion is amazing. Plus, it just kind of like gives you literally a soft focus effect all day long, balances out oils if you have oily skin, but it never like feels heavy on the skin. I don't know. It's so hard to explain because it's just so unique and different, but definitely one that I cannot live without. This one I've been meaning to mention in the favorites. I can't remember if I put it in the favorites. I think I have, but I wanted to like re-mention it because it has come back into my routine like crazy. It's the #7 Lift and Luminate Triple Action Translucent Finishing Powder. I have mine in the shade Light. I actually applied this underneath the eyes. I like to use it as a finishing powder basically to kind of brighten up and highlight certain areas on the face. So usually underneath the eyes, sometimes in the T-zone. I love this powder so much. It is gorgeous. I know you guys love it as well. I definitely debated whether or not to put my Rimmel Stay Matte in this video, but I felt like you guys probably knew that was a given, so I wanted to give this a little bit of a shout out because it is so beautiful and worth every penny. Even though it is a drugstore product, it's still a little bit on the pricier side for a drugstore product, kind of, but like it competes with my high-end stuff and it is so beautiful. I love it. Moving on to bronzers. So this is more of a recent launch that I have been so obsessed with. I'm actually wearing the cream part on the face today. This is the Patrick Ta Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. The thing I love about this is the fact that you get 2 formulas in one. I love both of them, and I actually love how both of them are different colors. So you get 2 different colors, 2 different formulas. It really adds beautiful dimension and shape to the face, but this cream product right here is one of the best cream contours I've ever tried. Plus, I love how there's a little bit of a warmer tone to the powder bronzer, so you can apply this, you can set your face with powder, or just go straight into this and set the cream, and I love the dimension that it gives. It's beautiful. I've also fallen head over heels in love with this bronzer from Makeup by Mario. Here's the packaging. This is the Soft Sculpt Bronzer in the shade Light. This is what I have all over the face to set the cream. Well, I put translucent powder underneath, but I am wearing this all over the face, and the thing I love about this is you can't mess up. Like, I just feel like you can go in with a heavy hand like I like to do, and it just sculpts but adds just the right amount of warmth to the face. I love the tone and undertone of this. The formula is so foolproof. So I've been reaching for that a ton, and I can't not put this one in the video too. This is the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer, truly one of the best bronzers in the entire world. And I haven't found anything at the drugstore that has beaten this. And this is just another phenomenal formula, very buildable. Again, love the tone and undertone for me personally because I am a little heavy-handed and I have more of a fair skin tone. It is hard sometimes for me to find bronzers that look super natural on me no matter what, and this is one of them. I'm obsessed. All right, so blushes. This one, I love blush too, so I had so many that I wanted to talk about, but I've just, again, tried to think about what I've been reaching for recently. I definitely had to include this in here. This is a little bit of a newer product as well, so I'm trying to open it. Whoa, why is it like stuck? There we go, okay. This is from Bare Minerals. This is their Gen Nude Bronzer, so it's supposed to be like a blush and bronzer. This one in the shade Kiss of Pink is to die for. This is what I have on most of the cheeks. I did layer up one other one, which I'll share with you in a second, but I love the luminosity that this gives. It's such a beautiful one and done kind of a formula where you just throw it on the cheeks and you've got a little bit of warmth, a little bit of color, a little bit of glow, not anything that's gonna emphasize texture, which I love. This is wonderful. I love it. The thing that I layered on top of that is this Dior blush. This has definitely found its way back into my life and my routine almost on a daily basis. This is the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow blush in the shade 001 Pink. Very intimidating in the pan, but gorgeous on the cheek. So I layer this up a little bit higher on the face. So yeah, I've been loving this one. Again, it just kind of made its way back into my routine recently, and it's truly one of the best blushes in my collection. It's something that adds to my collection, and I love layering this over top of my other blushes or wearing it on its own too is really beautiful. Patrick Ta also makes some of the best blushes in the world. I feel like this is the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush. So again, same concept as the bronzer. You get a cream and then a powder. Love both of these. I specifically love this one because you can actually apply it over top of powder. If you have already set your face, it's not gonna move around if you're gentle. Obviously you can't swipe it, that'll move your makeup. But if you just gently tap this over top of your makeup, it is so beautiful, and I actually prefer using it that way. I will sometimes put the powder over top of my translucent powder set face, if that makes sense, and then take a sponge and put this on top to kind of add back that creamy glow as if I never set my face. It is so beautiful. This comes in several different shades, but I personally love the shade She's That Girl, which is this gorgeous pink duo. For highlighter, this one was a tricky one too. So I have been really loving the Benefit Dandelion Twinkle highlighter. I love this because it's a little bit more on the subtle side. There's a bit of like a pinky champagne undertone to this. It's very natural looking. You'll notice that that's kind of what I gravitate toward when it comes to a highlight. I've been really enjoying that one. One that I can't live without. This one just never gets old to me. It's always a staple and a classic. It's the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Lunch Money. I love this one so much. I think it just adds back that glow and gives the skin such a healthy effect without breaking up the makeup. It lasts all day. I have nothing bad to say about that product. Another newer product that I love, and this is actually the highlight that I chose to wear today, is the M Cosmetics Moonbeam Cushion Highlight, and I wear the shade Aura. This is so good. I love it. I feel like it's that perfect balance between something that's gonna really make your skin pop, but also melt into the skin, look like skin. I don't know, it really does just make your skin look so fresh without looking overdone. I feel like you can't really overdo this, but you can layer it up and it's just gonna keep looking more and more dewy and glowy and fresh and healthy. I really, really love this highlight. I think it should be talked about more. I know it's a new highlight, but I think more people should try it. If you haven't yet, you definitely should. Okay, we're gonna move on to eyeshadow. And this one is my newest eyeshadow palette that I personally purchased, and it has seriously risen to like the top of my list. It's the ABH Norvina Volume 5 palette. I have talked about this so many times on my channel, you guys, already, even though I just barely got it. This is the palette that I'm actually wearing all over the eyes. I'm probably gonna sound like a broken record, but I wanted to just reiterate how wonderful this color scheme is. I find myself dipping into literally every shade in here, which I don't get to say that about many palettes. I love the formula. I think the price point for the large pan size and the amount of shades you get is so worth it. So I'm obsessed with that one. I also wanted to mention a newer palette that I have been loving equally as much, and that's the Patrick Ta palette too. It's kind of interesting to see the brands that really show up in my routine, especially through picking 3 only in every category. Patrick Ta seems to be quite a staple brand for me. So this is the Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. You'll see the gorgeous mattes. I love the textures. That's kind of what I reach for when it comes to an eyeshadow palette. I love having mattes to kind of create a base, obviously, but these glittery textures are everything. And you'll notice a similarity in all 3 palettes that I chose today. So you get a cream shadow or 2 cream shadows here, and all these gorgeous formulas. Love this. I love how I can create like an everyday look with this and also take it super glam with some of those glitters and more rich, warm tones. I really wanted to put this in here as one of my top 3 because this is just one that I feel like I could never part with. Again, eyeshadow is kind of tricky too because I have so many palettes that I think are gorgeous, but I wanted to make sure to mention this one, the Mercury Retrograde. Kind of similar vibe to the Norvina one, but different to me. It's not as purple, like the Norvina one has more rich purple tones. This one is beautiful for just really fun textures. Again, I'm into texture. I love things that really add to my collection. This color right here is out of this world. It's called Nebula. It's one of my favorite shadows of all time. So really, really love this palette as well. It just speaks to my soul. So I wanted to make sure to include it in my top 3 picks right now. When it comes to eyeliner, you guys probably know I don't always wear a lot of eyeliner, but I have actually been reaching for a couple of eyeliners, and so I wanted to add them in this video. 2 of them are actually from Patrick Ta as well. These are the Precision Gel Liners. I only bought 2, and there's a couple other colors, but I've been using these like crazy that I haven't felt the need to go pick up the other colors. So the cream shade is my number 1 right now. It's what I'm wearing in the waterline. The way that it just cleans up your eye look is incredible. Love this. It lasts forever in the waterline as well. And then the other one is the bronze one, which I love if I'm doing more of like a rich brown color on my eyes. I just kind of outline the outer portion of the top lid and along the lower lash line. I love the contrast that these 2 give next to each other with the cream in the waterline and the bronze right up close to the lash line. So pretty. And then I actually bought this with the intention of using it as a lip liner because Katie Jane Hughes uses this basically every day, it feels like, as a lip liner. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Endless Cacao. I've been using this as an eyeliner. I love how soft it is. It's just the most beautiful taupey brown. I find that it looks so beautiful, kind of winged out. You can't really mess it up because it's not too intense. So yeah, really loving this as well as an eyeliner. Mascara was actually the easiest category for me. Even though I love a lot of mascaras, I could choose this in a heartbeat. The first one is the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara. This is a tubing mascara. This never fails me. I've been using it for years. I'm obsessed with it. I get everyone obsessed with this. All my friends, all my family, hopefully all of you guys. I hope you've tried this because it's truly one of the best out there. Never ever smudges or flakes on me. This is what I pack with me. If I travel, I always know this is going to be reliable. I can use this on like an everyday basis. I can also build it up for more glamorous occasions. It is my number 1 mascara, honestly. It is so good. The next one I have been obsessed with is from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I'm equally as in love with this as I have been with the Thrive one. I feel like they're kind of similar. This one isn't quite a tubing one, but it's similar in the way that it glides on the lashes. It just lifts the lashes. It gives such a beautiful effect, and it doesn't smudge or flake either. So love this one. And then the other mascara that I am just head over heels for, it's actually what I'm wearing, is the Bite Beauty mascara. This is so good. If you are someone who wants a crazy boost of volume, this is the mascara to go for. I love that it's a clean formula. It doesn't irritate my eyes. None of these mascaras do. This one doesn't smudge or flake on me either, but I'm able to really build it up for more glam looks like the one I'm wearing today. So those are easily my top 3 mascaras. Moving on to lip liner, I actually have 2 from NYX. My number 1 right now is still the NYX Nude Beige lip liner. I'm wearing this all over the lips. I actually do have another one on the very outer edges, but this is so good. This I feel like is a staple. I recently discovered this, like more recently, and I'm upset with myself that I didn't know about it sooner, honestly. The other one from NYX is Nude Suede Shoes. It's a little bit more of a pinky color, but I find myself reaching for this all the time. This is one of my favorites to pair with more bold eye makeup looks. Similar to the Nude Beige, I feel like these two both work with almost any eye look possible. Love those. And then on the edge of my lips, and the other one that I just cannot live without, is the Melt Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Foxy. This one goes with every lip liner. It just contours the lips. It gives the lips such a beautiful full appearance, but it also blends into nude lipsticks, red lipsticks, berry lipsticks. I don't know what sorcery is in this lip liner, but it is so amazing. Plus the formula is great, but the color itself is what really gets me. Like, it just shapes out the lips so beautifully, but again, it's kind of like a chameleon in the sense of it shifts into other lipsticks and just grounds the edges. I love this, if you can't tell. All right, lipsticks, my friends. This is something that I had the hardest time choosing. I have so many lipsticks. It's the thing that I collect the most of. And so I had to really think about what lipsticks I love. And honestly, recently, I haven't been really reaching for bullet lipsticks as much as like balmy lip products or just using like a lip liner and popping a gloss on top. So these are kind of like throwbacks in a way, but I wanted to mention them. I cannot live without the Maybelline lipstick in the shade Truffle Tease, especially in like the fall, or if I'm doing more of a muted brown, neutral toned kind of a look. This is such a good lipstick to go with anything like that. It works with so many looks. I also feel like something that is so underrated, you guys, is the Almay Lip Vibes lipsticks, specifically the shade Go Wild. I have a few shades that I love, but Go Wild and Worry Less are my top two for sure. I love this. This is actually what I'm wearing in the center of the lips today. Such a good formula, super affordable. And then I've also been just obsessed with the Patrick Ta bullet lipsticks. This is the Oshi Single. This is also one of my favorite nude lipsticks. But the formula in general, I love how you can get lip liners and then lipsticks that pair perfectly together with Patrick Ta. It makes it super easy, especially in the fall. I find myself reaching for Patrick Ta lipsticks like crazy. So those are the top 3 that I came up with. Honestly, I could have like a top 30 if you allowed me to share 30 lipsticks with you, but I'm not gonna bore you with that. So for glosses, definitely my number 1, I feel like, is the Essence Shine 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 lip gloss. Holy smokes, it's like the best lip gloss in my entire collection. I love it so much. It just looks gorgeous all over the lips. Maybe I'll layer some on top later, but I wanted to share these other 2 with you. This is something that's a little bit of a newer launch, but I'm obsessed with this as well. These are the Bare Minerals Mineralist Lip Gloss Bombs, and I love the shade Ingenuity, but more recently, the shade Heart, which is this one, has been like sitting front and center on my desk, and I've been reaching for it on a daily basis. So I'm wearing this one all over the lips. I love the lip combo I created today, actually, with that NYX lip liner, a little bit of the Melt Foxy Almay lipstick, and then this. I mean, it's a really good combo, I feel like. Love that though. Love that it's not too sticky. It feels very hydrating on the lips. Anyway, it's great. The Tower 28 glosses are also some of my recent favorites. I just, again, feel like it gives you such a gorgeous color to the lips and shine, but doesn't feel sticky or gloopy or anything like that. This shade is Coconut, but I also use the clear shade. I also use Cashew, so really love the formula in general. It's beautiful. And I love wearing the shade Coconut, this one, just all over the lips by itself on a daily basis. It just looks really fresh on the lips if you have more of a minimal makeup look on. All right, last but not least, my friends, we've got setting sprays. I couldn't not mention the Urban Decay All Nighter. I can't live without this. I love it. It truly does make my makeup last all night long. Another one that is like super glue for the face is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I love this one. I think it smells just like you think a Charlotte Tilbury setting spray should smell. I actually mixed this one with the third one I wanted to share, which is the Benefit Professional Super Setter. Another one that I've just recently discovered but really been enjoying, so I mixed these 2 on the face today. But these were kind of easy to choose. I actually really love the Farsali Rose Gold, or what is it, 24 karat gold skin mist, but I don't know if their brand is like going away or if it's sticking around, so maybe I'll link it down below as my 4th option because it's truly one of the best I've ever tried. I just wasn't sure where the brand was at right now, and I've kind of seen things come and go on Sephora's website, so I didn't want to like, you know, really throw that in the mix today. But just know I do really love that one as well. Alright you guys, so that was kind of a long-winded video, but I hope you enjoyed hearing what my top 3 products are currently in every single category. I had a lot of fun gathering what I feel like are some of the best things out there. Again, keep in mind, these are just the things that I have been reaching for and really, really love right now, but I have loved so many things. I truly could have done like 3 videos doing that, but I feel like that would defeat the purpose of really narrowing, oh my gosh, I can't say that word. Narrowing down my products to just 3 per category. So yeah, I hope you guys found this helpful. I would love to know if you have tried any of these things. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if there's something that I didn't put in the top 3 that I should have, because honestly, again, I think I could have chosen like 20 things per category, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie, and I would love for you to join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button, and if you're already a subscriber, but you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, click on the bell after you subscribe, and you'll get a notification every single time I post. That's it for me today. I hope you guys have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye!